Alright, just an update about where I am with my hydroponics setup. I've moved it indoors. It took me 2 or 3 days to shore up this floor, this porch. The joists run this way, and I had to sister some of them, double sister them, slap in some joist hangers. This wall here, the C-channel that the joist sat in, the joists were only on the foundation about a ½ an inch, which is really bad, and there were no hangers. So the best support for me is over here. This 50-gallon fish tank, I've got about 32 gallons in it right now. I'm going to add my goldfish tank to it, so that'll be about 40 gallons when all's said and done. So we're talking about 320 pounds just in this 6-foot square footprint. This is 2 by 3. You can see I reinforced. This is some MDF board, some 2 by 4 MDF that I put on the bottom to help the bottom from bowing. Going with angle iron or angled steel was just too costly. So what I did was I bought this MDF, used a jigsaw to trace out the measurement. What I did was I measured up halfway, which is about 9 inches, and then I found a box or something rigid that I could strap a pen to. And because the top edge of the box went around the center line, it traced an outline on the bottom that was gapped out a little bit. So then you put it up like a sleeve, and then these are just there in case it slips down. I just measured up some even legs. This is fence post that you would put on like one of those handicap ramps or something on a front porch. They're about 85 cents for 3 foot. So I chopped them up, and then this is threaded rod, the type that's used for hanging plumbing fixtures, usually in an industrial setting. But it's 3/8 inch. I think it's like 4 and change for 6 foot. So you just use a hacksaw, cut it. I'm not squishing the box at all. It's there to keep the box from holding its shape. And then there's a couple 5/16 cut washers and 3/8 inch bolts on the ends. Let me see. Very simple setup. In retrospect, though, the container was $15, Walmart. The 2 worksheets here were just under $10 each, so that's $20. Steel was about double that, so I just saved half. But anyway, you got 15 and 20, and then $5 for the hardware up here. You know, for $40, I probably could have Craigslisted a 50-gallon fish tank. So something to think about, because now that I'm using the Sterilite containers, I now, over the long term, have to worry about, UV integrity. Whatever. Moving forward, this is an experimental setup. I'm only going to be in this house, this location, for another year. So, anyway, you can see the sawhorses from the last video. I set it up. I put a board on top. These sawhorses have holes in them, so I just dropped some. I think these are 32nd number 6 screws, maybe 1.25 inches long. And these are the cutouts to receive the bulkhead fitting. So this was cut with a 2.5 inch hole saw. The bulkhead fitting I'm using is a double thread. That means it's female threaded and male threaded on both sides. It comes with 1 gasket I'm putting the rib side up so I can put some silicone on this face as well as this face, so both sides of the plastic. Let's see here. To build the bell siphon, this is a 1-inch bulkhead fitting, 1 inch being the inner diameter. This here is a 1-inch to 3/4 slip male adapter. That goes in the top here. Should pick up a tripod at Craigslist while I'm at it. Anyway, so that would go in there in the top. This would obviously be in between the bulkhead. Then there's a hang on 1 second. Well, it ain't coming off, but anyway, this is a bushing. It's 3/4 inch slip to 1/2 inch slip bushing. That would go in there, and this is a section of 1/2 inch PVC pipe. Now, all these fittings are going to be referred to in the hardware store or whatever as pressure fittings, because anything under 1.25 inches is used for irrigation and things like that. All of your pipe and all of your fittings should say NSF-PW. The PW stands for portable water. If any of your fittings or any of your pipe says DWV, don't use it, return it, bring it back. And all that means is that it adheres to the NSF standards for portable water or potable water, and ASTM 14 is also another code that you might see on there, or NSF 61. That's all good to use. Anything that says DWV is not. However, if it says DWV, which stands for drain waste vent, and NSF-PW, you can use that. So that's an overview for people who are concerned about the use of PVC in these hydroponic systems. Anyway, this pipe, this is the tailpipe that would go on the bottom of the siphon. That would connect to your drain that goes to your fish tank. So you got 1 inch to 3/4, 3/4 bushing to 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch to the stand pipe, the smaller diameter pipe that's inside the bell siphon. And then you have the bell itself, which is 1/2 inch, I'm sorry, 1.5 inch PVC with an 1.5 inch cap. Now basically how a bell siphon works is the standpipe is going to be your water line. If you do not have enough flow, inward flow into the tank, into the grow bed, then your water is just going to drain down here and you'll never create a vacuum with the bell on top of the pipe. Okay? You need to have a minimum inward flow. I believe it's 230 gallons per hour for this diameter. Might be slightly smaller. I think I just quoted you 3/4 inch diameter. But that works out to be about 3 liters per minute. Anyway, these holes are your flow holes when the siphon is when it kicks over and creates the vacuum. These are your flow holes, and then this is to break the siphon. It's just above. So it would go like that. Water's rushing in, rushing in, rushing in. It gets to the height of the standpipe. A vacuum is created. The water rushes in your flow holes and up the sides there. And then as the water drains down, it hits this hole, the siphon starts to break. Now, using this type of system, if your inward flow is too fast, you're going to have a little bit of a problem. And that's what I found out using the kind where you see like a little barb fitting and a piece of tubing. that helps to break the siphon a little better, I found. Anyway, I'm over, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Here's just a shot of the silicone bead curing. And that's it. I'm going to put a shower curtain liner down here, like an old one that I saved, just to try to waterproof this table a little bit. That's it.